Lovely to be spending time with you. It is the full moon tonight, and because it is the full moon, I wanted to dance in and share a theme that's been emerging within all of the beautiful people that are close to me, my clients, my friends, and myself, because I think transparency and vulnerability truly are powerful keys for us to be able to recognize that we are not alone, recognize that the things that we judge ourselves for being done by the same people that we choose to love and embrace. The truth is that we are all in deep submission to the state of humanity. All of us are under the same conditions, and nobody is getting out without some sort of a stigma or an experience with shame, no matter how deep or light it may be. I think it's important to really have compassion for the epidemic levels of shame that are prevalent here in our society today. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, my name is Lysa Black. I started as a life coach 10 years ago and worked my way through the niche of weight loss, eating disorders for 6 years. I came out as a healer 4 years ago, and then I started being a business mentor for other healers, coaches, and natural health practitioners. The reason why I love devoting myself to these people is that they are the ones who really want to make a difference in the world. They have transmuted so much pain. They have transformed their own lives. And by doing so, they stand as powerful beacons of light to be able to guide and help other people similar to them navigate through the same challenges. Now, I love helping people with the things that I've been through, and one of the hallmarks of leadership is actually transmuting our own shame. I really want you to know that there isn't anybody in your life right now who hasn't got some kind of secret, some kind of skeleton in a closet, something that they are actively investing time, energy, or money in hiding from you or other people in their lives right now. One of the most disastrous effects of shame is that it makes us feel unworthy of telling the truth. When we are in our own shame, we feel unworthy of love. And the consequences of feeling unworthy of love is that when we are facing personal hardship and experiences that are really tormenting or trying us, those are the moments when we need love and support the most. And it's often that sneaky shame that will come up and give us a reasoning and a rationale behind why we can't tell the truth about what our experience is. And it renders us so powerless to have to submit, and really we can sink into a dark and despairing space. So beautiful ones, I want to let you know that my approach to shame is to really offer other people compassion and offer myself compassion. The definition of shame for me is all a byproduct of other people judging our behaviors, our appearance, or our thoughts, beliefs as wrong. When we feel shame, it's not because we are personally in judgment around what it is that we have said, done, thought, or felt. It's because we have intuitively or empathically, through our sensitivity, felt and perceived the judgments of another. Shame is inherited. It is not something that somebody will actually feel towards themselves without an external influence. Now, you may not be aware who it was or what happened for you that instilled the sense of shame around whatever it is that's holding you back in your own life, but I really want to reassure you that little babies come into the world thinking that their own bodies are perfect. They are able to touch their whole bodies with love and curiosity and not hold any judgment upon themselves. And this is our true state, but we fall very quickly from grace and are exposed to the judgments and the impressions that other people have of us. These judgments and impressions imprint themselves so firmly upon us that we can walk away very disrupted and very affected by the sense of shame that other people have projected onto us. The most dangerous thing that we can do is keep that a secret and actually not clarify with anyone that we know and trust. One of the key things that we really need to do if you are really struggling with shame is talk to somebody that you know can hold you in compassion and offer you love and support. If you are in the unfortunate position where you do not have access to that, Absolutely. Seek new friendships, seek new community, go out and meet new people, call a helpline or hire a professional. It is so important to be able to access a kind, compassionate ear so that you can fully express and voice the aspect that you're struggling with. And I promise you that compassion and love shone on shame transmutes it. One of the biggest things that I found as a pattern in my life is that I have a lot of shame around what I desire. Probably the solar plexus is the chakra where I have descended the most significantly, and it's the one where I'm really holding myself in a lot of compassion to rise and claim, own my own power. I was imprinted with a lot of ideas that the things that I desired were wrong, were selfish, were too self-indulgent, were too grandiose, that I lacked value or expensive things too much, and I held a lot of shame around the things that I wanted, to the point where I chose to deny them, to the point where I gained a really extensive amount of weight, where I had no pride in my appearance, where I really despised the reflection that I saw in the mirror, because I allowed the shame of wanting what I wanted to escalate to the point where I ended up hating myself. I'm telling you this because it might not seem significant enough to your shame story, or it might seem over the top and grandiose compared to your shame story. The experience that we're all in is that our own shame cannot be compared. When you feel bad and rotten for being who you are, that is significant and worthy, without it needing to be something that other people think is worthy enough for you to feel shameful for. One of the things that I really knew is that once I had children, I really wanted my children to feel safe wanting whatever they wanted. I wanted them to feel safe being able to ask for what they wanted, even though sometimes I'll be able to accommodate that and sometimes I won't. My response to the shame around what I wanted was to never ask for anything, never give myself what I wanted, and to feel bad whenever I did want something that I didn't have. My life is now filled with everything that I love. And I'm turning 36 next week, and I have had more time out of my family home than I had inside my family home. And I've been able to recondition myself with so much support, so much permission, so much care and kindness to allow myself to purchase, experience, or be all the things that I deeply wanted to. And I want you to know that every time I started doing this, I remember when I first started cutting my hair and giving myself really cool, beautiful haircuts, I felt ashamed and I felt selfish. So really understand that every time that you attempt to recondition and re-imprint support, compassion, and care towards yourself, you will find that shame will emerge once more. And this is really your ego using the judgment from those other people from your past to really suppress you and keep you down and keep you small. I'm here to say, beautiful one, that everything that you truly long for is intended for you, that the secret shame that you hold around yourself, it does not make you unworthy of love, that the unfortunate suffering that has befallen you and every member of the human race is intrinsically prepared. It was specifically designed for you to be able to experience something that would propel you into the truth of who you are and allow you to rise on purpose in this life. I know that that is a disgusting thought, and I hated it for the first few years, but now I can really recognize that my trauma was perfectly preparing me for the life that I have now. I hope that this discussion on shame can really shed light on your worthiness, on your worth, and on your ability to receive, be, do what you truly yearn for in this life. I'm sending out all my love and care for this beautiful full moon and hope that this has been able to reach your heart. If you have any questions or comments, please send them to me below. I love being able to reply to my audience. And if you feel like this added value to you right now, I'd love it if you could give it a big thumbs up. Imagine if we lived in a world where we could talk openly about shame, where we could hold one another in love, acceptance, and compassion. What a beautiful world that would be. If you are new to my channel and you like what you are hearing, this is the place where I come to share my heart. I've been in business for 10 years and my life is devoted to showing up in my truth and creating space for those around me to embody their truth and their purpose. If you're somebody who wants to deepen into the truth of who you are so you can rise on purpose, I'd love to invite you to subscribe to my channel so that we can connect and commune more and support you to own the beautiful soul that you are. I send my love and blessings and hope you have a marvelous, magical week.